Sometimes you walk around Tokyo and come across a plot of land that hints at a remarkable history hidden behind its facade of new stores and apartments. Kagurazaka was one of them for me. Known for its stone-paved alleys packed with hidden voices, I can't wait to take you along with me as we spend a day in this beautiful town nestled between the mighty Shinjuku and the Imperial Palace. At first glance, the two stations that lead to the neighborhood seem like any other train station in Tokyo. Simple and boxy. Yet, once you step into town, you see a bustling borough centered around one wide, curvy road, which once connected the Edo castle to the residence of a high-ranking samurai and later daimyo called Sakai Tadakatsu. But what sets this place apart are the small alleys that unfurl off the main road. Each gap in the pavement serving as an entrance to a maze filled with geisha houses and kaiseki restaurants, mingling effortlessly with French cafes and bistros, while a sprinkle of delicious Chinese and Thai eateries add to the patchwork. This unique blend reflects the town's history as a flourishing geisha district interwoven with traces of French influence, dating back to the post-war years when the French settled in this area. Now, let's head over for morning coffee. Tucked away amongst the alleyways past a small playground that previously served as a family house, with parts of the ground rented out as a summer residence, is Aka'ama Coffee, a cafe that gets its coffee beans directly from a remote village in northern Thailand and makes the most delicious maple latte. This cozy shop is one of the few places in the area that is open from 8 a.m., so it's the perfect place to start your day when you're up early. You can get some work done while helping local communities all the way in Thailand. We still have some time before lunch, so let's get a light snack at Tomboro, a kisaten run by the kindest, most gentle elder couple located on a small street by Kagurazaka station. Their honey toast was soaked so perfectly and paired with some herb tea. This place made for a perfect, relaxing break before we continue with our day. And then it was finally time for lunch at one of my favorite fried rice spots in Tokyo, Ryuho. Their fried rice mixed with chunky bits of pork is so rich in flavor that you simply cannot stop devouring it. And paired with some salty seafood soup, your stomach keeps moving to somehow make space for more. If fried rice isn't enough for you, you could order another dish at Ryuho, or go to this crepe shop for some tasty galette with cheese, mushrooms, tomato, and ham. And then wandered around the neighborhood again, walking through the small streets we were yet to explore, while digesting all the delicious food that we got to eat. I stumbled across this little sweet shop called Baikaite that had its shelves lined with an array of treats ranging from chestnut yokon to pillowy mochi and manju. I couldn't resist my temptation to try the yuzu mochi and inoko mochi, so I bought them and made my way to Shirogane Park, a quiet spot we walked through earlier in the morning. And there, on a sun-dappled bench, I savored each of its soft, chewy textures under the park's swaying trees. Nothing hits quite like an iced latte after a heavy lunch, so let's head on over to Canal Cafe, a cafe that was once Tokyo's first ever boathouse. I ordered a latte with fish and chips on the side that I shared with a friend, and the setting with its serene views of the water and trains created a joyful moment that made me appreciate the simple pleasures of living in Tokyo. Apparently, if you're feeling adventurous, you can even try your hand at rowing a boat. In fact, while we were there was a son and a mother braving through the river while the grandma cheered them on as she sipped on her coffee, which was quite the heartwarming sight. And then we walked around some more, paying a visit to Akagi Shrine, a Shinto shrine built in the year 1300 as a branch of the Akagi Shrine in Mount Akagi. And later to Bishamon Zenkokuji Temple, built by Tokugawa Ieyasu in 1595. The main road was now much darker, filled with people getting dinner to bring home after work. We then wandered some more, revisiting our favorite alleys, to see them in the soft glow under the night lights. While doing so, we stumbled upon even more new passages, unfolding fresh glimpses and stories of this neighborhood each time. And before we realized, it was time for dinner. With everything that we ate today, I wasn't quite hungry enough for a full dinner, so we opted for a quiet stop at an izakaya called Kanae. There, we ordered an arajiru, a miso soup made with the rich broth of leftover fish, and a nodokuro shoyaki, providing the perfect, soothing counterpoint to a day spent wandering through the layers of history and flavor. It was a simple, restorative meal and a gentle conclusion to a day that felt as much like time travel as it did exploration. Throughout the day, I found myself witnessing the blend of old and new in this neighborhood, a living testament to the cultural fusion that defines it. And although it's easy to admire how seamlessly Japanese and French influences have woven together today, I couldn't help but wonder whether the people of Kagurazaka were resistant to change when the tides of a foreign culture first arrived in this town. Did they share the same discussions we have today of the tension between preservation and novelty? Did those who walk the same streets I now wonder have any inkling that their neighborhood would evolve into the place we know today? While we may never know the full spectrum of reactions that arose in those earlier days, the questions themselves linger and leaves with us a mystifying place for our mind to ponder. What was once a place bustling with geisha houses, livened up by shamisen, singing, and dancing, is now a town where French and Japanese cuisines mingle with faint hints of its extraordinary past. And it was a beautiful experience, wandering through the narrow alleys where the quiet echoes of history, both musical and artistic, seemed to hum just beneath the surface, continuing to tell the story of a place it once was. And on that note, thank you for coming along with me throughout our beautiful day here in Kagurazaka.